Stillness scares us more than busyness. If you find yourself scrubbing your baseboards for the third time this week, or saying yes to every favor just to keep your calendar full, I want to talk to you about what you're actually running from. Hi, I'm Jill, author of My Journey to Myself. I know the weight of the silence in your home because I have lived it. I'm a mother of two grown boys, now 27 and 23. I remember the deep depression and the grief I felt as they moved out. My oldest moved out of state for college and stayed there after graduation, and I mourned that loss twice. To make it harder, my husband at the time was unsympathetic to my sadness. I felt completely alone in my own home. That isolation eventually led to a divorce, leaving me feeling even more lost and untethered. I was a stranger to myself. Today, we are exploring why that quiet feels so heavy and why staying busy is actually keeping you from the person you're meant to become. Stick with me because I'm sharing how I used journaling to stop the numbing cycle and the clarity that brought me back to myself. Quick reminder, if this resonates, please follow and like to help us reach more women navigating this transition. For 20 or more years, you were a first responder. You managed every crisis and answered every cry. You didn't have the luxury of sitting with your own feelings. But those emotions didn't vanish. They were archived. Now that the house is quiet, those postponed dreams and old wounds are finally showing up for their appointment. Comment below. Does the stillness feel uncomfortable to you? Does the quiet feel a little too loud? I used to think that staying productive kept me safe from the pain of my divorce and my emptiness. But busyness is just a do not disturb sign on your soul. You might be getting things done, but you're staying a stranger to your own heart. Be honest in the comments. Are you staying busy just to avoid the weight of the empty house? When I finally stopped running, I started asking myself deep, thought-provoking questions. That is how I found my way back to me. Awareness brings clarity. You cannot figure out what's your next until you acknowledge what is. When the fog lifts, you'll realize you aren't lost. You're finally in a position to be found by yourself. I wrote My Journey to Myself because I know I am not the only mother who has felt this way. This 400 prompt guided journal is the bridge I built to hold your hand through the stillness. It gives your archived emotions a safe place to go so they don't overwhelm you. You don't have to sit in the quiet alone. Stop running and start arriving. Click the link in the description to grab your copy, and let's turn that uncomfortable stillness into your greatest strength. I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments how you're navigating the quiet today.